Hi, I'm NCGunGirl. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about loading and unloading your gun today. If you have ever gone to a range or you've been shooting your gun and you have to stop before you've emptied your magazine or your cylinder if it's a revolver, you may not be familiar with how to unload it so that you know that it's clear, and if you were to accidentally pull the trigger, nothing would happen. So I'm going to go over that today with you. So wherever you are, you know when your gun is safe. Here you can see I have a semi-automatic, and I can tell that this gun is unloaded right now because the magazine is out, as well as if you look down you can see that the chamber is clear and there is nothing in the magazine well. So I know that this firearm is safe. Same thing with this revolver. If you look, you can see the cylinder is out and there is no ammunition in it. So I know that this gun is safe. So to load a semi-automatic, I take the magazine and I slide the rounds in by pushing down and sliding back. Pushing down, sliding back. It's like that. And you'd load as many rounds in as you wanted to shoot. If you want to fill it up, you can do that. This one would hold 17 rounds. I put 3 in. Then you would take your handgun and you're going to put your magazine up into the magazine well. Slide it up like that. Now you can see that the first round is on top of the magazine, and to load that into the chamber to make this gun ready to fire, I need to release the slide forward. So you're just going to grab the back of that, pull it back, and let it go. Now this gun is ready to fire. So if I'm at the range and I'm shooting and for some reason I need to stop, but I have not fired all the rounds in this, how would I safely unload it? The first thing I would want to do is drop the magazine. That way I'm not entering any additional ammunition into it. So take out your magazine so you have all the rest of the ammunition that's in it out of the picture. Okay? At that point, I still have a round in this chamber. This gun is still loaded, so I need to get that round out. How do I do that? You're simply going to pull the slide back, that round pops out, and now my gun is safe. How do I know that? I can see visually and physically, if I want, that there is no ammunition in the chamber, and I can see visually and physically that there is no magazine or ammunition being entered in the magazine well. This gun is now in a safe condition. Put that aside. Now, if I was shooting a revolver, what would I do for that? Revolvers are a little easier to load and unload. I can see that this is clear, nothing in the cylinder. Okay? To load it, I would simply put my rounds in the chambers on the cylinder. Okay? At which point I can close my cylinder, and now this revolver is loaded and ready to fire. Same thing if I'm at the range, outside shooting, and the situation becomes unsafe for me to continue firing this gun, how would I unload it? 2 ways. If you were shooting this double action, just pulling the trigger, I can simply release the cylinder, open it, and pop out my ammunition. Okay? However, if I were firing this gun in the single action mode, where I myself was cocking the hammer, I need to first uncock the hammer before I can open the cylinder. How do I do that? You need to hold on to the hammer and at the same time pull on the trigger. Just enough to release the hammer, and then you slowly put it forward. That is something that I recommend anyone with a revolver practices at home with an unloaded weapon. Or if you're out in the field, you just don't feel safe uncocking it that way, you can take something and put it in there. Worst case, stick your finger in there. It would hurt, but it's better than the alternative, shooting something you don't want to shoot. Once you have uncocked the hammer, now your cylinder will open. You would pop that out, take your ejector rod, push out your rounds of ammunition, and again you can see visually, physically if you must, that this gun is unloaded and in a safe condition. Thanks for watching how to load and unload your handguns. I'm NCGunGirl. See you next time.